Welcome to this explainer. Right now, there is a devastating chain reaction playing out all across our planet. Today, we're tracking the direct link between global tree loss and the permanent death of our most fertile lands. It's a process that is fundamentally altering the earth beneath our feet.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by defining deforestation, look at its causes and effects, and then see how that leads right into defining desertification, along with its own causes and devastating effects. Let's get into it.
Section 1. Defining deforestation and looking at the sheer scale of global tree loss.
So, at its core, deforestation isn't just about cutting down a few trees. We're talking about the permanent conversion of forested land to non-forest uses. Think farms, cattle ranches, or urban sprawl. It's a process that is rapidly eating away at the 31% of Earth currently covered by forests. And to put the sheer mind-boggling speed of this into perspective, on average, 2,400 trees are cut down every single minute across the globe. Every minute. The pace of this transformation is just staggering. Section 2. Causes of deforestation. What exactly is driving all these chainsaws? Well, the data points to one overwhelming culprit, and that is agriculture. Cropland expansion and creating pastures for cattle, that makes up roughly 85% of all global deforestation. Logging and infrastructure, surprisingly enough, actually make up a pretty small slice of the pie in comparison. If we break that massive agricultural footprint down a bit further, we find two distinct drivers. Subsistence farming, which is usually driven by folks who literally have no other options for survival, accounts for about 48% of this tree loss. But right behind it, large-scale commercial agriculture. Clearing land for lucrative commodities like the soy, beef, and palm oil sitting in your kitchen right now drives another 32%. Moving on to Section 3, the effects of deforestation and the immediate ecological fallouts. As you can imagine, the immediate fallout here is incredibly severe. Obviously, we lose crucial biodiversity and carbon storage, but we also completely shatter local water cycles. Did you know forests like the Amazon actually generate half of their own rain? It's true. So once they're gone, that moisture just vanishes, triggering some truly disastrous soil erosion. And honestly, that soil erosion is the absolutely crucial point for this whole chain reaction. Because without tree roots there to anchor the earth together, the top fertile layer of soil literally washes or blows right away. And what gets left behind? Just hard, rocky, completely infertile lower layers of dirt. Which brings us to Section 4, defining desertification and looking beyond the sand dunes. Now, I really want to clear up a major misconception right off the bat. Desertification does not mean literal sand dunes expanding outward and swallowing up towns like something out of a movie. Rather, it's the gradual degradation of fertile dry lands into barren, unproductive landscapes. The land simply loses its ability to support life. And the scale of this is immense. This degradation affects dry lands that house over 2 billion people. Think about that. That is a quarter of the global population living on degrading land. It is no wonder it's been called the greatest environmental challenge of our time. Section 5, causes of desertification, and seeing this chain reaction in motion. So here is exactly how this chain reaction from deforestation elegantly, yet incredibly destructively works. Step 1, trees are removed. Step 2, because those trees are gone, the root systems fail to hold the soil. Step 3, that now unprotected topsoil just blows away in the wind or washes away in flash floods. And finally, Step 4, the land is left as an unproductive hardpan just baking in the sun. And while deforestation is absolutely the primary trigger here, the whole crisis gets severely accelerated when you combine it with other destructive forces. You've got climate change causing aridification. You've got overgrazing by livestock, stripping away whatever grass cover is left. Add in unsustainable agricultural tillage that literally breaks the soil structure apart, and you have a perfect storm. Let's actually look a bit closer at that climate change factor, because there's a hidden danger here that a lot of folks miss. We hear that global average temperatures have warmed about 1.1 degrees Celsius since pre-industrial times. But the land surface itself, it is actually heated up by a staggering 1.7 degrees. This disproportionate heating aggressively speeds up soil moisture loss, basically baking the earth dry. Section 6, the effects of desertification, the human and global toll.
Globally right now, a staggering 1.9 billion hectares of land are affected by desertification. To help conceptualize that, that is an area nearly twice the size of the entire United States. It's a massive, almost incomprehensible amount of land going from once usable Earth to absolute wasteland. And the human toll of this barren land is nothing short of catastrophic. It leads directly to failed crop yields, soaring food prices, and severe malnutrition. But it also impacts our physical health in some really surprising ways. Just imagine breathing in degraded topsoil all day. This environment generates a huge surge in waterborne and respiratory diseases, mostly caused by massive atmospheric dust storms whipping off the degraded earth. As a direct result of this collapsing food security and overall habitability, millions of people are being forced to move. Current projections show that sub-Saharan Africa alone could see nearly 200 million environmental refugees forced to migrate by the year 2050, just due to land degradation. Furthermore, the extreme natural hazards linked to this degraded land are incredibly deadly. When the land literally cannot hold water anymore, droughts become far deadlier. In fact, droughts alone caused approximately 650,000 deaths worldwide between 1970 and 2019. So, we've seen today how clearing a forest for a farm can literally turn that exact same piece of land into a barren desert down the line. Which leaves us with one vital final question. As our agricultural demands drive forest loss and turn fertile land to dust, how long can our global food systems actually survive this chain reaction before we simply run out of fertile ground? Thanks for joining me for this explainer. I hope it provided a really clear, structured look at just how deeply interconnected our planet's forests and soils truly are.